Luok Su Loai Nuoi. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Complete Yourself series of good book review videos. Today, I will do a quick video review of the book Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. A quick review of the book Sapiens by author Yuval Noah Harari. This is one of the books that billionaire Bill Gates praised and sold worldwide. The content of the book narrates the entire history of mankind in just 400 pages. The book is a comprehensive look at the evolutionary history of humanity from the first Stone Age to the 21st century, with a focus on Homo sapiens. It was first published in Hebrew in Israel in 2011 and in English in 2014. The book consists of 4 parts. Part 1, The Cognitive Revolution. Part 2, The Agricultural Revolution. Part 3, The Unity of Humanity. Part 4, The Scientific Revolution. This is a book about human evolution from the Stone Age to the present day. It explains how Homo sapiens became the dominant species on Earth by developing imagination, agriculture, cooperation, and science. It also challenges readers to question their beliefs and values about human nature and civilization. Different species have adapted to their habitats. Some are large, fearsome predators, others are small foragers. Although each species is different, there is evidence of hybridization between species. For example, Neanderthal gene mapping scientists have found that people of European descent today carry a small percentage of genes from their Neanderthal ancestors. That would make a fun addition to the genealogy here. Of course, today only one human species remains. How did Homo sapiens become so successful while other species did not? Harari thinks the difference lies in our unique cognitive abilities. He writes that about 70,000 years ago, Homo sapiens underwent a cognitive revolution, giving us a distinct advantage over other competitors so that we could spread across the planet from East Africa. Other species also have large brains, but what makes Homo sapiens so successful is that we are the only animals capable of large-scale coordination. We know how to organize into countries, companies, religions, and that gives us the power to accomplish complex tasks. Harari's concept of a cognitive revolution reminds me of David Christian's view in his great history of collective learning, whereby the ability to share, store, and continue to build upon the information available is what really distinguishes us as human beings and allows us to grow. In this review, I will summarize and analyze the main points of Harari's book on Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. I will also compare and contrast his point of view with that of David Christian, another historian who has written about human history. Harari's book is a comprehensive look at the history of human evolution from ancient times to the present day. He divided the history of sapiens into 4 main sections: the cognitive revolution, the agricultural revolution, the unification of humanity, and the scientific revolution. He argued that sapiens dominated the world because they were the only animals that could cooperate flexibly in large numbers. He also argued that sapiens created a fictional reality based on their imagination, such as gods, nations, money, and human rights. He also argued that these fictions helped sapiens achieve extraordinary feats, but also caused immense suffering and destruction. Harari's book challenges readers to rethink their assumptions and beliefs about human nature, culture, and civilization. He also raises important questions about the future of sapiens in the face of technological and ecological changes. He asked, what do we really want? Is there a way to achieve happiness for ourselves, or do we even know what it is? He argues that we don't know ourselves well, let alone the needs of other beings. He argues that we are often deceived by our own fictions. He argues that history is also fiction, but fiction constrained by fact and logic, a form of myth, a useful fiction, can lead to self-realization. Harari's book is similar to David Christian's great history in several respects. Both books are interdisciplinary and cover a long period of human history from an evolutionary perspective. Both books emphasize the role of learning and collective cooperation in human success. Both books also acknowledge the negative effects of human actions on other species and the environment. However, Harari's book differs from Christian's book in several respects. Harari's book is more provocative and controversial than Christian's book. Harari's book questions the validity of human fictions and myths, while Christian's book celebrates them as sources of meaning and creativity. Harari's book is more pessimistic and skeptical about the human future than Christian's book. Harari's book warns of the dangers of losing control of our own creations and becoming irrelevant or extinct, while Christian's book expresses hope and optimism about the potential and human resilience. To sum up, Harari's book Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind is a fascinating and comprehensive exploration of the evolutionary history of mankind from ancient times to the present day. It shows how Homo sapiens became the ruler of the earth by developing imagination, agriculture, cooperation, and science. It also challenges readers to question their beliefs and values about human nature and civilization. This is a fascinating and controversial book with a powerful message. We are stronger than ever, but we hardly know what to do with all that strength. The author argues that we lack the love and compassion that are necessary for our happiness and well-being. The above is just my quick review of Sapiens. And I personally think this is a book worth buying. It's like a book that helps us change our current minds when the modernized industry is growing and prospering. It's time for us to reconnect with the history of humanity, the history of our ancestors. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my review. If you find it interesting, please like, share and remember to subscribe to the channel to see more new reviews.